Hey guys, welcome back to Planet J Judah, and it has been a hot minute since I've done one of these Reddit Am I the A-hole crochet / knit edition. I will also look up Am I the Devil. Same thing, just maybe some more stories in there. But I don't know if you noticed, I cut my hair even more than my hair cutting video. So yeah, now it's rather short compared to what it was, and I also gave myself bangs. So yeah, there you go. And anyways, let's get on to Reddit. And as you know, I will be putting the name of the poster on the screen, and if we decide that they are the a-hole, please do not troll their account. I just don't want to have that vibe. But if you want to go and discuss stuff, don't. Apparently, I can't think. I feel so out of whack on this. Let's get to it. I am going to look up Am I the A-hole or Am I the Devil, crochet or knit, or actually I will be looking at both. And I will try and find the most recent stories and read them here, give my opinion, try to get 2 stories, one for crochet and one for knit, and then find something cute at the end. Hopefully we don't have any crazy stories, although actually no, those crazy stories really do make the video. But first, let's find our first story. All right, so our first story is from 3 days ago, and the title of it is Am I the A-hole for declining to fix the errors I made in a blanket I crocheted for someone and taking it back instead? Now, I will say this, Reddit has dubbed thee not the a-hole. That's why we have a blue box right there. And so, yeah, let's get into it. I will say I am struggling reading. I need to get my eyes checked again, so bear with me. I made a blanket for my sister-in-law, Amanda. I was able to give it to her last weekend. She'd asked for it in certain colors. I didn't have any other projects on my to-do list, so I was happy to make it for her. I had most of the colors already too, so it worked out. When I gave it to her, she was excited and she started to look it over. I figured it was to see how it was put together, since she doesn't crochet. After a little bit, she said that she loved the blanket, but she couldn't help but notice some of the little mistakes I'd made along the way. I asked her what she meant, and she pointed out some things like I'd accidentally done 1 row of striping instead of 3 for one section. I'd switched to the wrong color and threw off a pattern at some point, etc. She handed it back to me and told me that she loves my progress with it and couldn't wait to see the finished project. I told her that it was finished. She looked down at it and said that it wasn't done until it was perfect, and I'd made several mistakes that I could easily go back to correct. Okay. I was honestly dumbfounded by this. I hate the way perfectionists try to force their quirk onto others. I hate the way perfectionists try to force their quirk onto others. I made this blanket for her for free and out of my own free time because I love her. I told her that. She said she knows and she loves me for it, but that she wouldn't be able to use it because she wouldn't be able to focus on anything but the mistakes. I said whatever and took the blanket back and said that if she doesn't want it, I'll keep it. She looked surprised and said that she does want it. She just wants my best work and not something half-assed. Okay. I told her that if she thinks my crocheting, I told her that if she thinks me crocheting a whole effing blanket and making minimal errors is half-assing it, I'd rather just keep the blanket. Kind of in agreement there. She's so upset with me and told me I was acting ridiculous and that it wouldn't take me long to fix it. If you know anything about crochet, you know that if I made an error on row 36 of 1,115 row blanket, that's essentially starting over again. Anyway, I come to you all, LOL, am I the a-hole? That is true, as far as the little mistakes. When you may not have seen it until it was too late. I mean, obviously, if you saw it when you first made it, it's easy to go back and fix it. But definitely, if you've gone several rows past the mistake, you're not going to go back and try and fix it, because crocheting isn't hard. It's very time consuming. And that's what people don't understand. It's called slow for a reason, you know, like with slow fashion. So, and oftentimes crochet is part of slow fashion. Well, it doesn't have to be fashion. It could be anything that you create via crocheting or even knit. It's a time-consuming project, and a blanket is a big project. So I would agree as far as not wanting to fix the little mistakes here and there, and who's to say what exactly the mistakes were. Oh my gosh. So I made a tube top for my niece, and this was a few years ago, and I made it on the loom. And I tell you what, I was half awake for some of it, and there are so many mistakes in that thing. And there was no way, and it was small compared to a whole blanket. So there's no way I did not fix any of those mistakes. And you know what? She loved it. And it actually fit her. She did need to put straps on it. This was before, I mean, it doesn't matter. She wore it for St. Patrick's Day because it was green and black. So I feel validated in that. But there was mistakes like no other. Oh my goodness. I was still learning how to use the loom, which I still don't know fully how to use the loom, but that's neither here nor there. Let's get to what Reddit had to say. Obviously, we know they dubbed this person not the a-hole, so I'm pretty sure they're going to be agreeing with what I have to say. All right, let's see. First, here we go. You aren't being ridiculous. She definitely was. Super not the a-hole. What she might be missing is that there is no fixing, quote unquote, an error like you described in crochet. You either start over or pull it out, or pull out the stitches back to the point of error to resume from there. Very true. She couldn't be a gracious recipient of a heartfelt, thoughtful, homemade gift, and that shows you something about her. If she requires perfection, that's pretty incompatible with homemade. That is another true statement. Homemade has a lot of imperfections. It tends to. People can perfect their homemade projects, but that's because they're making it over and over and over and over and over again. But there's still possibly some mistakes. Not to mention, super dismissive and presumptuous of her not to prioritize the hard work and hours that went into making it. Given that she's a member of your family and you probably don't want a long-term rift, I would hold my ground but try to diffuse it. Just explain repeatedly, if necessary, that it's too bad your gift didn't work out, but no hard feelings. Do not feel forced to start again or to fix the blanket in any way. Try not to create drama or judgment over her for it. Believe me, her response to this whole thing stands alone. And don't offer to make her anything in the future. That's for sure. Not the a-hole, not the a-hole, not the a-hole. Edit. To add, by no hard feelings, I want to clarify I'm focusing primarily on how I suggest OP express her feelings to others in the family for the purpose of peacemaking. My personal take is that sister-in-law's actions stand alone, and if OP keeps it unemotional and doesn't engage in any back and forth about it, that would be best. I would certainly be offended by sister-in-law's words and behavior, though. So there you go. And let's see, there's a lot of going back and forth on that initial comment. Let's see if we can find Agreed, not the a-hole. This is someone who will not be good with any handmade gift. Give her a store-bought blanket. Maybe someday when her child makes her something unfinished, she can deal with whatever the issue is of hers then, but it's not your problem. There you go. Let's see. Not the a-hole. The best part of these kind of homemade gifts are the imperfections that make it unique and special. Fixing it would ruin that. Oh, I agree. So there you go. We have dubbed thee not the a-hole. That's the whole thing about something that's homemade, is that it comes from the heart, and it's not going to be perfect because we are not machines. So there you go. Let's see if we can find another good, this time knit, story. All right, so we have, not necessarily by the title, have a doozy, but we definitely have a doozy because Reddit, as you can plainly see, has dubbed thee the a-hole. So let's see. Let's dive in. This is from 5 days ago, and the caption is, "Am I the a-hole? Girlfriend doesn't want my knitting. My girlfriend hates receiving gifts. She says it, quote, makes her feel weird. She's absolutely fine with receiving money, but no objects." Okay, interesting. I have recently developed a very strong passion for knitting, and of course, I'm always getting comments from others. And in parentheses, it says family, friends, strangers, etc. about, "Oh, could you make me something?" And honestly, I don't want to. It takes a lot of time and effort to hand knit something, and I don't really want to give that time or give that away to just anyone. Okay, that's fair. I've seen so many posts and videos of knitters making gifts out of sweaters, hats, socks, anything that you can make. It's been a gift. Everyone that they have made it for has always loved it, and they express feeling proud looking at their knitting on the people they love. I've asked my girlfriend multiple times if I could make her something. She's always said no. Well, she says no. She says no. Most of these conversations have been short, and we've moved on afterwards. Last night, it kind of came to a head, though, and I was feeling really unappreciated when she said no again. I really tried convincing her. I apologize. I'm like robotic speaking. Anyways, let's get back to the story. Now I have to find where I was. I really tried convincing her. I told her that the effort and money really wasn't a problem for me, and she said that's not why. I told her that her refusal of letting me make her something really hurt my feelings. And in parentheses, and it was at this point in the conversation where I was holding back tears over it. I cry really easy while off my meds. Oh, okay. It's a little TMI, but I cry easily. And I don't take meds, so there you go. And I have been for a month or so, not by choice. Oh, well, okay, that sucks. She still kept saying no and tried to change the topic so I would stop crying, but I held firm. I wanted to make her something, and I really hated that she didn't want anything I made. She asked why this really upset me so much. Through tears, I ended up explaining my reasoning above, seeing others able to knit for their partners and have them love it. She went quiet for a bit and then said she will think about it. I was better with the answer and I let it go. We drifted off topic, and a few hours later she told me no again. I told her it was okay, but I was crushed. We didn't talk again that night, and now I've woken up and been thinking about it all morning. In parentheses, yes, I did cry a little too. I just need to know, am I overreacting, or is what I'm feeling genuine? And basically, do I even have a right to be upset over this? Added context. We're both still in around late teens. She is in college and I'm a high school dropout living with my parents, working on a diploma. The problem she seems to have is in accepting gifts, and also in the fact that for this gift she would have to measure herself and give me an address to send it to. I think it may make her feel strange to be so active in a gift, but if I make her something, I want it to be something she will use. Also, online relationship. Okay. No weird age gap. There we go. Edit to add. Yes, I know this is really my girlfriend. We have been dating for several years online. Okay, that just, whatever. I'm not being taken advantage of. Oh, okay, I got it. I know her general stature measurements are just so they fit. I got the point that I'm probably the a-hole, so I'm going to delete my throwaway now. Oh, it's a throwaway account. There we go. Thank you for all the helpful comments. Well, I mean, on one hand, yes, you should listen to what your partner is saying, because, you know, if they don't want something, then don't put time and effort into it. Can you be upset about it? Of course. Let's see. OP has offered the following explanation for why they think they might be the a-hole. I kind of harassed my girlfriend and cried at her a lot because she said no to me giving her something. Words. Oh my goodness, my brain. Let's take that back. I kind of harassed my girlfriend and cried at her a lot because she said no to me giving her something. I just kind of want to know if I'm an a-hole about this and if I should just drop it. I would say yes, just drop it. I mean, she said no. So just let it go. The first comment, yes, the a-hole and overreacting. You know, she has an issue accepting gifts and you asked her, she said no, but you kept going. This isn't personal. She doesn't like gifts. FWIW, I'm going to have to look that up and see if I know what that means. There is a sew course in knitting, an SO course in knitting, kind of a running joke that if you knit something, if you knit something for your girlfriend, boyfriend, you break up before you finish. Okay, so anyways, yes, I have heard that. I saw it on Reddit most of the time, that if you knit something, it's kind of like the whole tattoo, getting your partner's name tattooed on your body and you end up in divorce and you've got this permanent thing. I don't necessarily believe in the whole knitting thing, because I know of a lot of people that knit for their partners and they're still married. So there you go. Take it as you want. And then they suggested knit something for your mother or someone else you care about who likes gifts. They will give you the praise and appreciation you need. There you go. That's so true. Let's see. Here we go. Yes, the a-hole. Stop trying to force this person to accept something she does not want. For whatever reason, she does not want your knit gifts. Dear Lord, accept that. She loves money and seems to reject other types of gifts. That is her right. Of course it is. It's not a personal slight to you. It's a personal aversion or dislike of gifts on her part. Your determination to give this person a knitted gift borders on obsession. Okay. It makes no sense. I'm sure there are plenty of people around you that would love, appreciate, and use such a gift. But you don't want to give your handmade items to people who actually want them. That is true. You are obsessed with this person agreeing to accept one. This is not normal and it's not okay. Leave her alone. She will likely cut off all contact with you or block you if you don't stop this controlling behavior. And this is coming from a person who knits, crochets, sews, etc. Okay, so yeah, I mean, she said no. And you already knew that she had an aversion to receiving gifts. Gosh, I wonder what Christmas and birthdays and Valentine's Day, I mean, could you imagine? I mean, you're saving a lot of money, although they accept money. So there you go. I don't know. She just might be extremely picky on what she wants. Maybe she's a minimalist. Maybe she's a minimalist and just doesn't want to have stuff. So there you go. All right. So now we are on to something cute. All right. You're not ready for this, but oh my God. So, okay, of course I started with crochet. So today's episode or video, whatever you want to call this, something cute in crochet form. And this was posted, how many days ago? It was just recently because I asked for it to be this week. So a day ago. Oh my goodness, but here you go. Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm not. Are you ready? So the caption is, thought I was making a little mushroom guy. Turns out I was crocheting a toddler. Isn't they cute? I saw someone else's super cute mushroom guy that they posted last week. I saw someone and I needed him. I bought the pattern here and she lists the information, which I will put in the description box below. But oh my goodness, look, he's so cute. I love this picture. So I'm assuming this picture is what it should have been. you know, in size, you know, in her hands. But this is what she got. Is that not the cutest? Oh my goodness, that is hilarious. I love this. I love this so much. He is so cute. Oh, look at that little butt. That's so cute. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's hilarious. I love this so much. Okay, so the first person said, this is amazing. This first picture is so cute. Be right back as I run to grab the pattern and materials to make my own. Also, I can totally imagine you making several more mushroom guys of various sizes and having a whole army. Wouldn't that be the cutest? And other people, I just got the pattern too. This subreddit is going to have a lot of mushroom toddlers in the coming months. The pattern is the fungus. The toddlers are the fruiting body. Oh my goodness. This is the way of things. Yes. I'm going to open a daycare for all these toddlers. Oh, that's hilarious. These are cute. And then, of course, okay, so the person that posted this said, piggybacking here, since you have the top comment, that's the person that did the pattern, is being, the pattern is the being, the toddlers are the fruiting body. And they said, she can't, or they can't edit because of the photos, so they can't edit the post. And it says, thank you for all the love and, oh, thank you for all the love for Impy. Oh, that's such a cute name, Impy. Glad my giant dumpy little guy could bring some joy into the world. Just wanted to update with some answers to the most asked questions. I answered a lot in the comments, but it's a lot to go through. 1, total cost, $70 in supplies. 2, no, I'm sorry, I don't sell. Oh, so obviously people were asking if she sells or if they sell. I just do this in my spare time. It's a labor of love. This guy took me about 20 hours to make. Even if I only valued my time at $5 an hour, that's $100. So true. The yarn cost me $70. In parentheses, if I had bought it all at Michael's, probably closer to $50. Okay. Got to get those discounts, you know. Then the packaging and shipping, it would be about $200 total, and $5 an hour on labor is immensely under minimum wage. True. The minimum wage in my state is $16. Yeah, that's not even half. So there you go. If I charge fair price for the labor that went into it, this guy turns into a $400 per plushie. Wow. But I mean, she put all that time into it, so I totally understand. I just don't see anyone paying that much. Sorry to disappoint. And that is true. I don't see people wanting to pay that much. Number 3, yes, I could make a divined butt crack. I kind of prefer this little amorphous diaper butt though. I think that's cute too. I mean, yes, you could. So obviously these are questions that I didn't get to, but there you go. 4, I used about 200 yards of the for the cap, a little more than 200 yards for the head, body, and arms. Excuse me. And about 100 yards for the grill and ruffle or ruff. 5, eyes are 30 millimeters. 6, here's the yarn I used or would use next time. Grill and ruff in color birch, and they put, I will copy this whole little segment and put it in the description box as well. 7, in order to support his giant head, I had to sew it on differently than described in the pattern, i.e. all the way around, further down on the neck, rather than through the top of the head like in the pattern. I added some stuffing to make his upper torso more rigid. I make a second layer of ruff in the back to prop his head up. Okay. 8. The pattern does show a portion of a larger version when made in blanket yarn. I did see that it was bigger, but my brain didn't process the scale. Understandable. And I was the culprit. And I think mine still ended up bigger than her biggest. I think my hook size 5mm was the culprit. Now that I look closer, she suggests 5mm. Didn't realize it made such a big difference. I normally just guess which hook to use based on my mood. Okay. My green one is my favorite, so that's what I use. Bad. Okay, so there you go. Whatever her hook size, or whatever hook size that was, which was determined as 6.5mm. Oh my gosh, 6.5mm. So she went 1.5 millimeters bigger than what was suggested. 9. Also, I was wrong. His birth weight is 2 pounds 15 ounces. So not quite the weight of a 2-year-old, but still very huggable. He is so cute. If you never picked up a crochet needle before, I would suggest another project first to get the hang of it, but I think it's very doable if you know the basics of crocheting. In her listing, she recommends it for advanced beginners. Okay, so there you go. Number 11, no, I won't tell you where I live so you can come steal them. I can see people saying that. 12, he just a baby. He would never punch anyone, but with me as his mushroom parent, it's not off the table. So somebody, I guess some of the comments were pretty funny. I will go back and copy this and post that so that you can have all of the information as well as the pattern. I will copy a link to the pattern as well. So yeah, there you go. This was fun. It's been a while, and now I'm tired. I don't know why that took so much out of me, but I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, I would love it if you would hit that like button, and if you'd like to be notified of any and all future uploads, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to click all on the notification bell. And with that, I hope you guys have a really great day, and I will see you next time. And remember, as I hit my table, gravity works, guys.